Okay.
Are we started?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You got a bottle of Bacardi, your car keys, and a dude on your back that you don't know, but you heard he played.
Okay guys, so this is first hair video. So this is Shea Moisture. It's a Manuka honey and Marufa oil intensive hydration with African rock fig and baobab oil. So these are all really good products, and basically when you're looking for hair products, you want obviously no animal testing. Obviously you want it to be as natural as possible. The main thing is ingredients. So you do not want alcohol, sulfate, paraben, anything that's going to be drying. It makes no sense to put in your hair because that is what is going to make your hair frizzy. Your frizziness in your hair just means that you're literally like the molecules in your hair are like searching in the environment to get moisture and bring them back into your hair. So if you have moisturized hair, i.e. you deep condition and you use good products that don't kill your hair, then you don't need to have frizz, like ever. I actually typically use a different brand. I really like the Hask. It's like a keratin oil one. I'm pretty sure they have a few alcohols, as does this one, and it's because it's what keeps the product together, which personally I don't think that's an excuse, but it's really hard to find a good mask that doesn't have anything bad in it. So this is still pretty good. If you can see on, I don't know if that's zoomed in, if you can see on the label, it basically has no sulfate, sulfate, parabens, propylene, glycol, mineral oil, animal testing, or petrolatum. That's all like bad stuff. So that's pretty dope. Also, this brand was started by a black family. It's black owned, so we support that. I usually like this size of a hair mask. I usually get 2 or 3 like masks out of it. You're gonna get like 6.
What even is a hair mask? Like you just, it's like a face mask for your hair?
Yeah,
it is that. It is exactly that.
Mask like anything.
Amen. Preach it. We are gonna get started. First step, get your hair wet. Okay, we're back. Our hair is wet. The reason is because moisture, like wetness, either on your skin or on your hair, helps everything absorb faster. So we don't want, like, why would we not want that? That's really good, right? Also, you're gonna need this. So if your hair gets dry, boom.
Is it just water or?
It's just water. So what we're gonna do is section our hair in half. You can just put it in a messy bun. Don't be too perfect about it. So in case you guys haven't noticed, Miles is a man. And the reason that he's in this video, other than just being a homie and having curly hair, is I want all y'all to know, men's out there, everyone can have nice hair. It's not just a girly girl thing. If you have curls, they need love. Don't be neglecting them, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so then section that other half into a quarter and put the top of the quarter away.
Bottle of Bacardi, your car keys, and a dude on your back that you don't know, but you heard he played.
So I said it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't, but also make it easy for yourself. Oh, baby boy, you got some dreads up in here.
Oh, I totally do.
When you're actually when you're putting in the product, you don't want there to be chunks of hair that are clearly on the wrong side because it's just gonna mess you up and then you won't know what's moisturized and what's not. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should make sense. You want each section to be relatively the same size. We're just gonna put some more spray on here because you want it to be real moist. All right, so I'm gonna also do that. It's a lot easier to do this right out of the shower because then your hair is just like soaking and drenched. But I'm just making sure it's very, very wet. I'm not neglecting the roots or the ends. And then I'm just gonna rub it in so it stays in. So let's keep going. Next step. So your hair is wet. Your hair is sectioned. By the way, the more sections the better, but we're just doing 4 because we have 3C mostly hair and 3B. If you have 4 level hair, which in another video I'll explain this process, I would probably recommend doing more sections just because the more moisture, the better. And try to make it pretty because you're not gonna use all the product today. So don't make it a janky rip. So this is what I do. For each section, I give it like, what is that, like an inch? And I squeeze up the product. You see how much that is? And I'm gonna fist and pull it out. That's about how much I need per section. And I think it's gonna be about the same.
That much?
Yeah, that's good. Rub it in. All right, so then you're gonna do a light pat, like tap around so it gets everywhere. And then once it's kind of in, you just start going crazy. Yes, good job, Miles. Don't forget any of the pieces though. So get the rest of the section too. Yeah, good job. And I'm just combing through with my fingers. Another thing that sometimes I do with my deep conditioner is if I just got out of the shower, then I will section it and I'll actually put in a tiny bit of conditioner first, use my wide tooth comb just to get the like major knots out, and then I'll actually go through as if it was a curl cream and I was doing a co-wash or a wash and go.
Holy shit, look how long his hair is.
Look, it's almost like it's attached there. Like it's like not.
His hair's gonna be brought back to life. He's gonna have a resurrected hair. It's gonna be Easter all over again for this boy. So make sure you are smoothing from the very, very top. You see that? I'm starting here and I'm trying to comb. It's almost as if I'm getting every knot out and I'm smoothing every single part of my hair because you want to have even distribution of the product. You don't want to have like some random dry frizzy section, right? You want each curl to be defined. Unless you're going for a frizzy look, which is cute too, but that's not what I'm telling you how to do.
I often rock the frizzy look.
The frizzy look is very, very cute, especially if you have mad volume.
Okay, I definitely have a different definition of the frizzy
Miles,
look.
why do you have natural edges right now?
Do it without the comb.
Do you see it? That's beautiful. Miles, do you
Not for sure. Trying to show a tattoo, she a freak in a flex. She just got a palm tree inked on her right boob. How original, she probably drive a Volkswagen. Cause when she show up at the party, she the DJ. Cause all the songs she play make the white girls freak it. I don't really care.
So I just go like this
basic.
and rub it into a little nasty, not nasty, but annoying hairball, and then throw it away. So now we're gonna seal it in with oil. Yes, girl. So we're just using coconut oil. I have a love-hate relationship with coconut oil personally.
I do too. I found that it's weird in my hair.
Yeah, so I think it's really good at some things, and other things it can be rough. First of all, it leaks a lot. So if you're going to bed right after, GG to your pillowcase, you probably should have like a black silk one that you won't be able to see stains through. It does a very, very good job of sealing in moisture, but I don't always feel like it's doing a good job of moisturizing the inside of my hair. I don't know if you have a similar experience.
I just find that it changes the texture of my hair a lot.
Yes, that is another very good point. I personally prefer jojoba oil, but y'all know that's expensive.
Yeah, I do like jojoba oil. I get it from Trader Joe's.
So again, you're gonna rub it in, and you just want to do basically the same thing that you just did with the deep condition mask itself, and do that with the coconut oil. And the reason you're doing that is because you're again sealing in all of that creamy moisture so that it doesn't leave your hair and go into the environment, but so that it stays in your hair. So my technique for this, I'm using this finger to go one direction, and I'm using the other finger to go the other direction.
What?
Does that make sense? So if I go
like
back, then I go front.
You can even, so
Like
you
go
can
side,
turn this
go
hand
side.
that way.
Yeah, there you go.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
And that way you're getting full coverage. What I'm gonna do and what Luana's gonna do, and I guess Miles, it's up to you. In order to just keep this section away but not put it in a rubber band,
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
then
gonna split it in half and just do a quick little twist. I can do a video about twists another time, but for now, just like braid it or twist it, whatever you know how to do, and simply just put it away.
Doesn't that
just
mess up your curls though that you just
I feel like it
No.
does. I've never done a twist, but I just tried it because
I'm just gonna do it for now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave it overnight. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other back. So get the other half, and you're gonna split this in half.
We already got it, you already know. You show up to the party, tryna play a song, you know. You already.
Alright, so back to cream. Don't know whose is who, but whatever. So again, I'm just squeezing it up through the process. It's not that much. Again, like if you use too much, it's fine. If you use too little, you can add more. So don't overthink it.
Is good?
Is that how much you did for the other section?
I have no idea.
Alright, that looks good to me. The
I
answer
just
to you.
found all of what I already did. Okay.
So maybe for your hair, because you have looser curls,
Yeah.
I don't know if the twist is
twist
the
is
best for you.
working,
Yeah.
But I also don't want to like put it back in a bun because
If you can just like keep it on different sides of your head, that's fine too. I mean, worst case scenario, you double up because you'll feel if it's dry. So I think part of this too is kind of figuring out the best way, but really I'm just trying to keep each section separate until the end. Okay, I accidentally put way more than on this side than on the other side, so I'm gonna take out my twist and try to like even it out.
Alright.
I'm just gonna put this in a very loose little bun in the back.
We already got it, you already know. You show up to the party, tryna play a song, you know. You already lost
So
it.
what I think personally, with curly hair, once you have put in your product, you kind of want to stop touching it, even though it's like fun to keep bouncing and stuff.
why I wasn't doing it?
But that's gonna add frizz, so I would just avoid it. Usually, y'all, this takes me honestly 10 minutes. When you're teaching and you're doing someone with actual dreads, it's a lot longer. And everything getting so moisturized. Da, 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 da.
Oh no, we already got it, you already know. You show up to the party, tryna play a song, you know.
then when I'm done, I take out the sections and I just like honestly smooth it all together. And Luena's doing it a little bit different because she has looser curls, and so she wants to maintain pop-in, bouncy curls, right?
So I tend to just kind of just go in from below with like kind of like these clawish hands and just kind of scrunch, but also like shake your hair a bit. You're not like actually ruining the curls, but you're shaking the curls near the base of your scalp. That just like lets it take its natural shape, especially after you've like combed through your fingers. Sometimes it changes the way your hair curls.
And that will add frizz a little bit, but it's okay, and frizz isn't bad. You just want to make sure your hair is healthy and it's not frizzing because it's not moisturized enough. There's a lot of different styles you can do to lock in the moisture. Personally, I like to do just like a half part down the middle. Literally, it's not even going that far back. Alright, so I take one side. I'm gonna just twist away all the way to the back, somewhere where half might be, and put that in a ponytail right by the back. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna turn this into a bun. And this is just because I want to keep my hair in a protective style, tucked away, safe, getting moisturized. Since I'm going out later, I'm going to take out some little baby hairs and help those form. So I'm going to let these out. I'll put on hoops. I'll make it a look. Okay, so we're all done. Miles, do you want to do a close-up of how pretty your curls are? Because we're so excited. Look at this beautiful boy.
Oh my.
So we finished. Let's go over a quick review, right? So step one, get your hair wet. The reason we do that is because when anything is wet, it absorbs better. So if your skin is wet, you put on that oil, it'll absorb. If your hair is wet, same thing. Step two, make sure you have all the products that you need. So you have your wide tooth comb, you have your spray bottle, you have your deep condition packet, and so far I actually really like how this felt. I said at the beginning of the video I usually use a Hask keratin oil formula, but Shea Moisture is a great brand that I love, and I think this is going to be great. I'll do a review later. And then oil, coconut oil or jojoba oil or shea oil or avocado oil. Any oil is just going to seal in the moisture from the cream and then add added moisture, of course.
Can you explain to me quickly what the difference between a keratin treatment? I thought like keratin was about straightening your hair because I've heard about it and used in terms of straightening.
Okay.
But also I don't know much about keratin.
That's a really good question. So keratin is
for those
protein
who are in the same boat.
So that's a really good question. So your hair is made out of protein bonds. Keratin and avocado and banana and egg, those are all examples of proteins that you can put in deep conditions. And so keratin in a deep condition is just that. It's just going to add strengthening to your hair essentially. So yeah, you got wet, you got your ingredients and your tools. Then you section your hair. I like to do 4 sections, 2 if I'm in a rush, just because I do consistently deep condition. So it doesn't take very long for me anymore, but I would start with 4 or more if you're Miles, or if you have 4A to 4C hair, I'd recommend more. Probably 6 sections would be good. Then you're gonna put in your product. You start with the cream in one section, you rake that through, you put in the oil, rake that through, and then put that section away. Do all 4 sections or all however many sections. And then the way that I like to end, as I showed, is I like to rake all of my hair together so that there's no random like parts, diagonal lines. And then I just do like a protective style. So I like to do this little thing. You also could braid it, you could put it in 2 buns, you could put it in 1 bun, whatever. And I have 3C hair, so that's just best for me. I know for Luena, just like leaving it out is better because she doesn't want anything to flatten her beautiful 3B/A curls. Yeah, so that's all. I would definitely highly suggest that you deep condition at least once a week. The reason for that is because, first of all, it doesn't take that long. Unless you've never deep conditioned in your life, it should only take you 10 to 15 minutes, honestly. I do this like when I'm getting ready sometimes once a week, like on my Sabbath or something. If you've never done it, it'll take longer, but again, the more you do, the more healthy your hair is, the stronger, the more moisturized, and it'll be easier and easier. And this is gonna help you not only make your hair beautiful, it's gonna help it grow faster, it's going to help it be healthier, it's going to help it be more defined. Overall, it's just beautiful, and you supporting curls all over the world with it. So hopefully you guys like this video. Thank you to my beautiful models and Miles for all the footage help. Amen. If y'all have more questions, things you want to learn more about, questions about anything in the world, honestly, just like type in the comments. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Oh my god.
We already got it, you already know. You show up to the party tryna play a song you know. You already lost it, we already know. Grab the aux up out your phone, kick your trash ass to the door.